Hi, I'm DJ Rad Key, and welcome to what is now my 58th vlog in the series. It is Tuesday, August 21st, 2018. I do not have school at the Scratch Academy, but I am going there because obviously if you follow these vlogs, you know I like being there. It's always a very energetic, uplifting, progressive day for me when I'm able to be at the Scratch Academy and DJ there. Today's going to be an Academy update day. So yesterday was a very big day as far as myself and other students because we had two new freshmen joining us. I introduced myself to both of them. I did catch their names, but escapes me at this point. But I'll follow back and give you a little vlog about the new upcoming students. Two males. I would say age range is probably late 20s. I'm happy to have new students in. It's always good. As far as the current students, me and Shinobi had our unfamiliar set exam. So that's something you have to take before you reach milestone 4. Currently, me and Shinobi are in milestone 3. We're trying to almost get out of this milestone. The only thing left after what was yesterday's exam will be next Monday, our, I guess you'd say, milestone exam. And in order to pass, you got to score the 80%, obviously, to move forward. And I'm confident I'll score an 80%, but the game is going to be tightened up. But first, let me talk about Monday's exam, and then we'll talk about the upcoming exam and other ins and outs at the Academy. So the unfamiliar set, which I chose Spanish, so did Shinobi, because neither of us play much Spanish music, and obviously, if you've watched these vlogs, I'm a big, huge fan of Spanish music. So the goal was to have a set of roughly 13 to 15 songs. I had about 15 songs, and play them all correctly, have good phrasing, as in, like, the vocals are ending, there's instrumental in, no vocals over vocals, the timing was appropriate, beats per minute. I did not want to do my bad attempt at a Red Bull 3 style that really did not do me well for the midterms. My midterm exam I felt went extremely poorly, even though I passed. There was a million things I did wrong across the board. To pass was a miraculous comeback because the second half of my set was much stronger. But regardless of a past mistake, I wanted to not create those same mistakes, and I played it very, very safe. Played it very safe, other than I'd say I did do vinyl again, which is always more of a challenge. I've yet to see any students take exams on final except for myself. Also, I wanted to not play all top 40 or very, very popular Spanish songs. So I kind of did some research. I joined a new record pool, DJ City, and went on there and had like their DJ recommendations. So they were songs that were kind of off the beaten path, nothing that I really heard through the course of the weekend. A couple songs I might have heard through the course of the weekend. But again, they weren't the major hits. They weren't the major Te-Botes. They weren't the no Bad Bunnies, no Daddy Yankees, no Pitbulls. Did use like Wisin, Ozuna, J Balvin. I tried to keep it very upbeat. I kept similar beats per minute. I did not change my range too much to make it easier for me as a DJ. I learned from the midterm that sometimes being clever and going from a song that's really slow, having a cool transition too fast is great if you know the music, but again, I'm not familiar. This is an unfamiliar set. So this wasn't going to be the day where I'm going to test the waters and try to do some weird stuff. That's going to have to be for the next exam. But my report card was good. I scored a 93. Again, I feel the teachers are fairly generous. Maybe it's just because I went to two fairly challenging universities, and I feel like at the Academy right now I'm an average student, so an average student scores high C's. I'm scoring low A's, which is a good thing. I mean, I'm a critic myself. I knew I would pass this exam. I was extremely prepared, came 2 hours early to class, went over my set about 4 times, I believe, before on the vinyl. So if there was a time to have no excuses, it was today. Or yesterday when I took the exam. There was really no excuses. So as far as my input from Immortal, he liked it. I was all smiles, all good. I went first before Shinobi. I figured that's going to be my strategy from here on out because Shinobi's a superior DJ than me. I know where I'm at in life. I know my age. I know my limitations musically, and he's by far more talented than me as a DJ. By far, I call him the child prodigy every time I see him because he's an amazing, super talented DJ. So would I probably crush Shinobi in an old school hip hop set? Honestly, no, because he would learn the music and he'd figure something out and he'd have his twist and it would probably crush me. But I do have a pretty good idea of what's going on even with new music. But the stuff he plays is amazing. So pat on the back, Shinobi, who probably might have got perfect score on his test. I don't even know. But as far as my exam, points that were made, written on my exam were great selection, which was, I spent a lot of time, like weeks and multiple nights out going to other Spanish clubs and what are they doing and what sounds good and what doesn't sound good and what's overplayed and what's not. So great selection, agree with Immortal on that one. Overall mixing and phrasing were great. Yeah, I would say they were. That was definitely the strength. I felt that I had everything properly marked. Every song was properly marked. For my midterm, I had a couple areas where I'm like, maybe here, maybe here. This one, I knew pinpoint where I was going to do it. Had a couple minor hiccups, agreed. I knew I was going to have a hard time in between song 3 and 4. It was tricky. I was trying something a little bit as far as a beat match. Didn't really click well, so a hiccup would be, a mistake would have been an overplay. A hiccup is probably a good way of pointing that out. So there was a couple hiccups. Needle never fell off. I didn't knock anything. I didn't hit a volume. I didn't hit stop on accident. Nothing accidental happened. Just a couple hiccups. I had to take my time with beat matches. Yeah, I should have. I take a risk. If I think I can do it, I'm just going to do it. And if there's a mistake, there's a mistake. I should take more time. But he mentioned you didn't even have your headphones on. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I didn't. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to have my headphones on. Good DJs they're not rocking them. I know it wasn't Red Bull 3 style, but I've never seen anybody in any DJ competition ever wear headphones. Headphones are so to anticipate what's getting played next. And if I have to wear headphones, it means I don't know my songs well enough. So it's almost like a challenge to myself. So that makes a difference because I'm not taking my time because I'm like, it's now or never because I'm looking at it, I feel it, I know the songs, boom. I'm not in my ear doing this. Like it's just not where I'm at. It's not where I want to be. I need to challenge myself. They're training wheels. I can take my training wheels off. Adjust record when needed. Yes, a couple times I could have adjusted. What happened was that mistake I pointed out between 3 and 4, which is I just needed a little tap. I over tapped and it made it way worse. So when that problem occurred again, I'm like, I'm going to go with the being off a little bit as opposed to adjusting. That was my lack of foresight on a particular mix. And again, I practiced enough times, but you can always practice more. And I'm sure if I did that mix again tomorrow, I would be even better. It's just a matter of putting songs together and how much time you're given. If you're only given 3 hours in a day to practice, you can only practice 3 hours in a day. An extra fourth would be great, but you got to sleep, eat, and do other real life stuff as well. And then just to finish it off, he did say try some live remixing, which I did try on my midterm, failed. I didn't fail my midterm, but I failed on the live remixing part. So I didn't want to take any chances. I didn't do any live remixing. I probably could have tried it at least once. I just wanted to minimize my margin of error. So I played it safe today and passed. And then great set at the end, great set. It was a great set. And then Shinobi, of course, comes on after me and crushes it. Set was amazing. The only knocks against Shinobi, and again, I'm a critic, and I'm a big fan of Shinobi, is he, even though it was an unfamiliar set, he still stayed within his realm of expertise, which is drum and bass. He'd have Spanish language, but it was Spanish language drum and bass. He dropped the Bodak Yellow. It was Spanish language, but it's like Bodak Yellow, man. You're in a set. We've heard that song so many times. He dropped I Like It. Again, not to knock him. He's a much stronger DJ than me, but just being a critic, being that it was an unfamiliar set, it should be music you're not familiar with. And I felt he's pretty familiar with it. But hey, again, that's just me analyzing a situation. Again, pat on the back, Shinobi did a great job. I guess he also complimented me. Shinobi complimented me on the way out the door, said I did a good job. So it was cool. It was good. It was a good day on that part. So next Monday is our Milestone 3 exam. That'll get us to Milestone 4, which is business related. We're going to incorporate live remixing, beat juggling, finger drumming, acapella ins and outs, various tricks, and wordplay. So these are all like technically skilled. A DJ who's technically skilled can do these things. And that's where I'm like not there yet. And that was the goal. I spoke, I had a couple conversations, with High Def over the last couple days. And he, from what I read, and every DJ that I know personally now from the Academy has a reason why they're there. It's not like we're in some forced, we graduated high school, we have to go to the Academy, I'm here because I have to be here, or it's something that's required as a elective for my college or whatever. No, it's we've chosen to be here, we've paid, we've chosen, we've picked this time, we've picked this location, and we're here. So every student's really got their reason. Shinobi got a scholarship. He obviously beat out other people, and I'm glad he's in. I'm glad he's my assistant associate or whatever in this Scratch Academy thing of life. He's an awesome guy, and his goal, I think, is to play the festivals. I think if he wants to be a drum and bass king, and maybe he will because he's young. His dad's a DJ, which is a huge extra bonus. He's not really blood related to Craze, but it's his uncle because it's his dad's good friend, so he's got that. So Craze might come out of the woodwork and be like, dude, I heard your stuff or whatever. But Shinobi will probably be a drum and bass guy. I don't see him being like an open format pool party guy, but you never know. You never know how the world turns, and maybe he catches something this summer as far as man, I'm gonna start scaling up to more top 40 stuff and doing stuff a little more mainstream. But he's not mainstream and he does it well, so that's awesome for him. Talking with High Def, he seems to be the kind of guy that wants to make a bunch of money DJing. So for him, it's not really about the artisticness. He likes DJing. He's a fairly good DJ. He just wants to make as much money as he can. And I said that early on, he was chasing the money, and that's cool. And that's an awesome reason to go to school too. I mean, I want to get a job. For me, why are you going? Because I don't want to be a whack DJ. I want to be a real DJ. And when it's called real DJing, that's what I want to be, a real DJ, where I'm making my own stuff live. I'm doing my remixes live. I'm playing stuff that you haven't heard in a long time. Like, that's my goal. My goal at Carly Academy, if they're like, of course I want a job. But my goal is to be a dope DJ, and I figure if you're a dope DJ, you'll get work. And it might be not the most glamorous job. It might be a small little bar. It might be a whack house party, but I just want to be the dopest DJ in that room with other DJs listening. So on that note, that's what I'm all about. And of course, I am DJ Rad Key. See everything is DJ Rad Key on djradio.com. Again, always be good to people. Give somebody a smile. Give somebody a call. Give somebody a hug. Just be good to people overall. And as always, peace.